It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Kristi Lee, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby, Pat Godwin, Willie Griswold, and Tom Griswold.
Hi, everybody. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Do you need a hug?
March 8th, 2020. No, I don't want a hug, especially from you.
Well,
do you find that surprising, the way you've treated me over the years? Despite you walking up to me when I'm sobbing, going, I was just joking.
I wasn't going to hug anyway. I was just asking to be nice.
When you come up to us, me or Kristi, whoever happens to be crying, it's happened to all of us.
Yes.
And you go, it was just a joke, and we sort of kind of go, okay. You walk away and go, well, that's taken care of. Don't you? It's all done.
Nobody can take a joke anymore.
Why does everybody love me? Hi, Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
I wasn't going to yell today. Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
Hello, Ace Cosby.
Chick.
And hello, Willie.
Chick.
And our own International Woman of the Day, it's Kristi Lee.
Kristi.
Well, thank you.
There
Hi.
she is.
And Kristi, I would get to you first, except I can't help but notice.
What?
Josh, very serious haircut. So how was boot camp?
Yeah, I do have that kind of boot camp.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have a real quick question.
Josh today.
Is that Floby? Did you?
No, I've got the peanut wall, the wall peanut.
No, but you did it yourself.
Yeah, uh-huh.
You put on like the guard.
So
Yeah, guard on the clippers and then just go.
you take your peanut and you shave your head with your peanut, huh?
Peanut.
Peanut. Yeah.
Please hit that
I said,
properly.
peanut, yeah.
Finest clippers out there, right?
Now, so do you do it outside?
No, I did it inside. So
Where does all the hair go?
goes down onto my bathroom counter and then real easily, and then I just sweep it into a trash can.
There you go. See?
Bing,
Simple.
bang, boom.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So you're leaning over the whole time over the sink.
It's not over the sink. It's like a separate thing, but yeah, I do it myself, and it's
Okay,
fine.
well that's nice. Yeah. How many mirrors does it take?
One takes one.
What about the,
I can see he's already upset about it. I was just.
do you have what's known as a hemorrhoid mirror? You have one of those just to check things?
I do not. Do you?
What's
Do you have
a hemorrhoid mirror?
Well, I mean, it's just a mirror you keep around in case you go, I wonder what's going on back there. And you got to take a look. What are you going to do? Take a picture of it with your phone? What are you going to do?
I'm not going to do anything. I don't have to look
You
at
just
it.
let it go. Is that right?
You never check on it?
You have a pain back there. You have an itch. You go, oh, well, what the heck? I'm certainly not looking
my
back
God.
there.
Is this something that's marketed as a hemorrhoid mirror, or is it just
No,
if I walk
it's just
into
like I've been known to say, hey, have you seen my hemorrhoid mirror? I've been known to do that.
So like when you go to the doctor,
Yeah.
is it like when you go to the barber when you're done, the barber holds the mirror in back of your head so you can check it? Does
it's not like
your
that.
doctor hold it up and go, what do you think of your backside there, Chickie?
No, he doesn't need a mirror because he can easily look.
But he just wants you to see it the same way the barber wants you to see the back of your
I
head.
take my doctor's word for it.
Yeah.
Do you ever hand him your camera and go, hey, would you mind taking a quick shot of this for me?
I'm the only person who's had some sort of weird feeling about.
No, of course
down
I've
there.
looked. I've looked.
Of course, we've all looked.
So what do? You get in the floor and
I've not
throw your
looked.
legs over your head and try to
Well,
see
you
through
should
them?
especially look.
What?
All your stuff's inside.
You can just stand in front of a
Well, I don't
full-size
need to
mirror,
look behind like that.
spread your cheeks, and turn your head.
Sure. See, this is impractical. You would have to lay a full-length mirror on the floor and then straddle it and look. That's just silly.
How do you take a flashlight so you can bounce it off the
No,
mirror?
ideally it's in the middle of the day when the sun's coming through the window just right.
That's why I always do
Well,
it on
be
the...
careful. You're going to bake it. It's like killing ants.
I always out on the deck where the lighting's good.
This sounds like something you need to pitch. You need to go on TV on Shark Tank and pitch the hemorrhoid mirror.
I really don't want to be in the hemorrhoid business, and for those reasons, I'm out.
Okay, all right, okay.
I tried. It was called the ass glass, and it just did not. It didn't garner any interest.
I can see why.
Looking through the looking at.
Treat your body with some sass. Why don't you grab that old ass glass?
Yes.
Oh, that's very nice. Sure. Can you grab that, please?
I will. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Let's do it. Hey, Bob and Tommy, it's your good friend, Dr. Phil.
Hey, Dr.
Doc.
Phil.
Have you read my books?
No.
No.
Have you seen my tape?
Would never watch one.
I've got books on tape, too, and taped up books you can book on tape. I mean, hey, just because you've got a hammer in your toolbox doesn't mean we need to weigh a pound cake. You see where I'm going with this?
Not at all.
Saying.
folksy?
Okay, I heard you talking last week about that two-bit hack, Dr. Oz, claiming he saved a man's life.
Yes,
at the airport.
Dr.
Is
Oz
that true?
saved a guy's life at
Newark, yes,
Newark
the
Airport,
airport, yeah.
Oh, so now he thinks he's big stuff, got his own TV show, too? Okay, watching his show is like going to a donkey barbecue, and he's the one who brought the covered dish of twice baked ass, okay?
What?
You see where I'm going with this?
Not at all.
You picking up what I'm laying down?
No.
It's like he's fishing at the pay lake, but the only thing he's hooked is his own stink bait. I mean, hey, there wouldn't even be a Dr. Oz if there wasn't Dr. Phil First, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's the Lonnie Anderson to my Burt Reynolds, and I'm the Hall to his Oates.
Oh,
Okay, or no can do. I mean, hey, don't do, did. I don't know why everyone's so hopped up on Dr. Oz. He doesn't have any old Texas folksy wisdom like this old cowboy. And he certainly doesn't have a wife that comes out and jams her talons in his hand as they walk off set at the end of every show.
All right.
When's the last time someone on his show told everyone in the audience, cash her outside, okay? I mean, it may not take much flour to make a biscuit, but that doesn't mean the yeast infection's going away.
What?
I don't.
That makes a lot of sense.
Oh, wait, what is that? I hear something in the distance. Is it somebody reading one of my books or watching one of Oh, no, it sounds like someone's choking and fell on their fanny one dining room over. I guess I'd better go save their life by doing the hand lick maneuver like the real doctor I am. Take off.
It's the Heimlich maneuver.
Yes.
Dr. Phil.
Yes, Dr. Oz did save someone at the airport.
Of course he did.
Physician. Sorry. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Ace, stop hitting the buttons like that.
Yeah, it's his fault.
Okay, there we go. Today, International Women's Day, featuring.
Bless his heart.
Wait a minute, Ace, that's not helping. Josh, Chick, Tom.
Well, we all love
Pat, Willie.
the women in our lives.
Oh, there we go. Oh, look, we've got a whole bunch of ladies here, including the lovely Kristi Lee at the Navy
Hi.
Federal Credit Union news desk. And then the brunette in the upper left of my screen would be, oh, that's nice. That's Jessica Alsman. And there, oh, look at that. It's the lovely Nikki Glaser. Hey, Nikki. Just such a great comedian. And
Nikki Glaser, you old son of a bitch, you. How are you?
It's so good to be here, you guys. I missed you.
now, where exactly are you?
I am actually an international woman today. I am in the Cayman Islands.
Nice.
Checking on my bank account. No, I am. Just wanted to see it in person.
Yes.
I am here for a top secret, project that I'm filming that we haven't even started yet because I've been in quarantine for 2 weeks. I just got out the other day, but I arrived here in the Cayman Islands over 2 weeks ago and had to just stay inside for 2 weeks, and it was awesome.
Wow.
I couldn't leave, and I'm not someone who like enjoys the beach and like going outside and like activities, and so everyone's like, oh my gosh, like you guys can see the beach is right here, like you can see the water.
yeah.
I'm
Nice.
sitting.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
And we got out the other day and haven't even been out there. I don't care. I'm not this kind of woman that I believe I should be, that enjoys hiking and just like just any activity. I really like to be by myself and indoors, and I did force myself yesterday to go on a walk by myself on the beach. I was kind of woke up feeling a little like funky, a little sad. I was like, go take a casual stroll down the beach, and I will tell you, like, it didn't do anything for me. Like, it's nice to know that.
Yeah,
You ever just do something just so you can know, like, I'm not wrong. I don't like this.
Yes.
You know, Nikki, if I were a matchmaker, I'd go, oh, my God, you and Chick McGee.
Oh, yeah. Anything
Go to the
you-
Bahamas and stay in the
There's-
hotel room and never go outside?
There's nothing happening outside you can't watch on your television. Okay?
I agree.
Yes.
People that go to these like tourist traps and take pictures of the Statue of Liberty, just Google image it. Everything's on Google. You can get much closer view. I just don't understand. I don't get it. I wish I could understand why people like those certain things, and I have to fake it sometimes because I am single and I go on these dating apps and everyone likes to hike. Everyone likes to be like doing outdoorsy things. Men are holding fish, which I always find very helpful when a man is holding a fish in his dating profile, because you can tell how tall he is because they usually lie about that.
Yeah.
But you just Google the species of fish and then find its average size and then go back to the picture and like line it up for scale. And then you can determine, if he's under, 5 salmon or whatever, you just swipe him back into the sea.
That is so appropriate because last week we actually were talking about that, and someone said exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
For some reason, there are guys holding fish all the time.
Just talked about it, you're right.
And I guess the new thing, Nikki, apparently is people are holding up their "I've been vaccinated" buttons and passes for whatever reason. Yeah. And I suggested for St. Patrick's Day a button that says "Kiss me, I'm Irish and vaccinated." And I think
that's good.
Yeah, I think that will actually work.
Yeah, I actually you wouldn't believe this. I get a lot of creepy DMs, and I expect many today. If your listeners, do not let me down. But I get a lot of weird, DM slides, as they call them. And the other day I got one, and it was a guy who this happens a lot, where they just insult me to get my attention. And then eventually they just give in and they try a nice approach. And they're like, so, hey, I would love to talk to you sometime. But they've already said, like, you've got a flat butt. Why don't you do some squats? And this is over a year of just like month after month insults. And then they go, hey, I'd love to talk to you sometime. And this guy also, in one of his monthly trolls, had sent me a picture of him in the bathroom with his arm showing me, I guess, an I voted, I guess around when we were all voting. Right. A wristband that said I voted, but in the picture was also something else, like you could see his feet. And then, but the focal point was the I voted, but if you were looking in the background. And so I eventually go, hey, by the way, I said something rude to him, back to him about all of his mean things he said. At first I was like, so what do you want to talk about? And he was like, actually I have some notes about your comedy. I was like, I'd love to hear them. By the way, you sent me a picture of, I don't know really what you're going to have. Maybe I could talk about the fact that you sent me a picture of your junk. And he goes, oh, I didn't, that's in that picture. I didn't mean to. Like there's this new kind of D pic that is an accidental one of like, I was just trying to show you my like mildewy, bathroom mat. I wasn't at all. I just wanted you to see my half empty shampoo bottles. And it's like, it was like this. But he goes, I'm so embarrassed, but, what'd you think?
Of course, yeah.
I go, I hope you didn't tell your mom you voted. He was like, it's just so that I
voted. Nikki Glaser is our guest from somewhere in the Caribbean on a secret mission. And I know I don't want to ask you what it's all about, but when do you actually start shooting it?
We start this week. So I'm getting ready to transform myself. I'm going to get a spray tan, hair done, nails, like turn into like a working woman again. Well, not that. That sounds bad, but yes. I'm gonna get back to my my TV self. So that the transformation will soon happen. I've been like hanging out with people who are going to be working on this show, and they truly won't recognize me when I get camera ready. That's always like the sad thing, is how much different I look when hours of work.
You look wonderful right now. Have you been?
Thank you.
Where have you been living during the pandemic?
I was with my parents for 10 months. I just moved out of my parents' house in St. Louis in January 1st, but I didn't go back to New York or LA. I gave up my apartment in New York, which I had abandoned back in March when this whole thing hit. I decided to stay in St. Louis, and I got an apartment, but I didn't want to live alone. That's why I stayed with my parents for so long, was because I was just waiting to find a roommate or a boyfriend, someone to move in with, but all my girlfriends have boyfriends. And so I just picked my best like friend who's a guy. And I asked him, he's in New York. He opens for me on the road. His name's Andrew Collin. And I asked him if he would move to St. Louis and be my roommate. And he was like, yeah, I got nothing going on. So now I'm a 36-year-old woman who lives with my straight platonic best friend in a really nice apartment in St. Louis. And I like that it's like, an eighth of the rent that I was paying in New York, and I get to be close to my family, and it's not, I don't know how long I'm going to stay. I'm just saying, like, the dating apps are picked over. I don't know how I'm going to like find a husband in St. Louis. There's not many eligible bachelors. I gotta wait like 3 years before they all start getting divorced. Like I'm at the stage where it's like I got a little bit to wait.
I would think that there's going to be kind of a roaring 20s aspect to the post-pandemic world in everything. I think every concert's going to sell out. Sure. I can't wait to go back to New York and go to, every Broadway show is going to be packed. But I would think that similarly, the dating apps there'll be a lot of fresh meat.
Yes, I hope so. I think people are still doing that stuff and hooking up despite everything. But I have been hesitant to do so. But I've been single I've been single for a while, since like 2016, but I haven't been intimate since June of 2019. And so COVID is only half to blame for my lack of any action. I don't even know who I am anymore. I used to be a comic who talked a lot about sex, and I don't relate to my act at all. I sometimes watch my special and I'm like, I could learn from this girl. Like I don't know who that is. I really feel I feel like I'm in high school again, because I wasn't doing anything in high school either, and just watching my friends do it and be like, how did you do that? So I'm very scared of the dating game again, and even casual hookups are impossible for me. And
maybe there's a special place for someone like you, kind of semi-virgin. What do you think? Sort of Hyman Part 2. I don't know what it would be.
Oh, yeah.
For folks that have kind of walked away from it for more than a year.
Yes, I agree. I think that I thought you were talking about the celebrity dating app, like a special place, because that's what I've been using. Is this there's an app that's just for, it's supposed to be celebrities. Like there's some celebrities on it. I downloaded it because I heard Ben Affleck was on it. So I was just swiping furiously trying to find that guy and change him.
He's single again.
I love a broken man. Yeah, I know. I was so excited about that.
Yeah.
I think I could.
Yeah.
I'm really attracted to damaged men.
Nikki Glaser is our guest. Nikki's a wonderful comedian. You were back with your family. What did you do in your spare time? Do you have any hobbies of any kind?
Yeah. I just picked up guitar, and then I put it down as soon as I realized I wasn't a savant. But I did. I just started playing guitar, and I love it. I'm obsessed with it in a way that makes me feel young again, because it's rare when you're an adult and you do things that you're bad at, we just kind of learn what we're good at, and we kind of do that. You don't pick up new things. So it's making me feel young again. And I only play Taylor Swift songs, so that also makes me feel young. But there's one thing that was cool. I started playing in the fall, and almost right away, I was I would say a better guitarist than Eddie Van Halen, because he died. And so you can say you're better than him. And that's my favorite thing to do. I love when talented people die, because then you can go I'm a better singer than Amy Winehouse.
Yeah,
even though
everybody moves
not,
up a rung. Yeah.
I think the sound of her decaying is probably a better noise than me trying to karaoke Valerie, But
the sound of her decay.
Like the wind rustling through her bones and the worms. Listen, there's nothing I'm saying that isn't true. That's
Nikki,
what happens.
hi, Josh Arnold.
Hey, Josh.
I happen to know that your father is a terrific musician. Is he teaching you guitar?
He did for a second, and then he was frustrated that I wasn't as good as him right away within a couple days, and he couldn't handle it. And that's what kept me from guitar. I always wanted to play, but just having someone in the house that was always going to be better than you. I'm too competitive. I'm too hard on myself. And so I couldn't handle it. And I think what it really drew me to it was that I was feeling really creatively stuck, because suddenly stand-up went away, and this outlet I had to get out my emotions, every single night went away. And I don't cry ever. And I'm not good at feeling things. So I was there was just this overwhelming urge to sing a month into pandemic. So I bought a karaoke machine, just set it up in my parents' living room, and would just wake up in the morning and belt out a few Taylor Swift songs that articulated how my feelings were that day. And that became so annoying to them that I was okay, I'm just gonna learn how to do this alone in my room. I would just sing alone to myself in the middle of the day when we would would have like a window cleaner over. And I was just a woman in her mid-30s singing karaoke in the middle of the day in her parents' house. It was pretty sad, but it was just an outlet because I was stopped up.
Sounds pretty awesome.
Have you started to maybe write some of your own songs?
It's so hard to be sincere. You guys are comedy guys. Like, have you ever written a poem or like writing songs is so hard, and it's just too vulnerable and humiliating even to do alone. It's very, I can't do it. Do you write poems? Josh probably has written poems. I could see you getting pretty sentimental.
Oh, yeah. Usually the first line has the word Nantucket, sadly.
Right. Well, the story of that man needed to be told.
Okay. Okay. Nikki Glaser is a great comedian, and she's got a secret show. We can't even give you the title of it.
I know. Not yet. I can't wait, though. Because it's literally a show that I accepted because the name is so hilarious. It's my dream show. I'm so lucky to be at a point in my career where I don't have to do things I don't want to do, and I get to do things that are just fun, and I get to work with fun people, and this is a dream.
Okay, well, we always love talking to you. When this thing comes out, call us so we can plug it.
Oh, I will be here. I can't wait to talk about it.
Okay.
And
so
happy
I will be
International Women's Day, Nikki.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I just found out that it was happening, and so I'm going to be celebrating all day.
Good.
Watch the entire show live or on demand at bobandtom.com or listen live with the Bob and Tom app. And be sure to tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.